Hello everyone, welcome to a new channel called One Pink One Plants. Today I would like to talk about the Philodendron Pink Princes. As you can see here, I have a lot of beautiful plants that I just got, and they're still recovering from shipping, but they look gorgeous and I'm very happy. Except that I wanted to add the Philodendron Pink Princes to my collection. I just think the leaves are beautiful, and with everything going on this year, I just wanted something that would keep me busy and make me happy. The only problem was I didn't know where to get one or how to look for one until I saw a YouTube video. It was this video by Kaylee Allen that helped me understand what to look for in a Philodendron Pink Princess. In the video, she mentions that the Philodendron Pink Congo was recently introduced to the market, and it was probably due to the high demand for the Philodendron Pink Princess. Now, the Philodendron Pink Congo tends to have beautiful pink leaves that are like solid pink, and the problem with them is that color tends to go away. They tend to revert back to the original green color. So when I was looking for my plant, I decided to look for leaves that had more like a segmented variegation, where there were spots of variegation here and there. Now I knew my plant wouldn't have a lot of leaves with a lot of variegation because every plant is different, but I try to focus on not getting a plant that had fully pink leaves, especially because the chlorophylls are in the green leaves, and the pink leaves would either just eventually die or revert to the green color. If you are looking for a Philodendron Pink Princess, just be careful that you don't purchase a Pink Congo instead of a Pink Princess, as some sellers have been selling Pink Congos as Philodendron Pink Princesses, and these plants are very expensive right now. From what I was reading, this plant is not very rare. It's just that it's hard for nurseries to keep them in stock because they're very popular and do take a while to grow. Finally, this is my own Philodendron Pink Princess. It was actually a gift, an anniversary gift, and I was very happy, very emotional when I received it in the mail. It came from the plant farm, and it was the most beautiful plant I had ever seen. Right after opening the box, it had no damage. It was carefully wrapped. It shipped very well, and the roots were amazing. It had huge roots after like a week after I repotted it. I did give it a week to rest, and then I repotted it, and then ever since it has been growing more leaves, and it just looks gorgeous with this variegation of cream and pink, and the variegation is like segmented everywhere around the plant. Some leaves have more and some leaves have less, but that is normal from a variegated plant. This plant was actually grown from tissue culture, and as the plant is growing, the plant decides how much variegation to produce based on the mutation found in the plant cells, because the variegation is is due to a mutation found in the plant cells, and only the plant knows how much variegation to produce and express, and that's why they're very, very hard to come by, because it takes a while to grow it and see if you get good variegation or not. So it's really hard to find a good one. Now, the Philodendron Pink Princes is part of the Areca family. It is an Aroid plant. It's a hybrid with either a parent from the red emerald philodendron or the red leaf philodendron. It is a perennial, which is a plant that is present all seasons of the year. It is also an epiphyte plant. I'm sorry about the pronunciation. And that means that it's a plant that grows on another plant, usually in the tropics, but it's not a parasite. Depending on the source, the plant is considered to be good for zones 10 to 12 or 9 to 11. However, they're mainly considered to be houseplants, and they are mainly kept indoors. And I think one of the reasons is because of the requirement for humidity. So you can see here, my plant came with this green stick that I kept. And it's because the plant, like I said, grows on other plants, and it's a climber. So it needs that little tree, or I think it needs that little tree to grow and have something to climb on as it grows. Okay, so the way I take care of my plant is by following the recommendations from the seller. They recommend to use bright indirect light, and that's because the leaves of the plant are so sensitive that they cannot tolerate very, very hot direct light from the sun. The leaves can get damaged, and they also recommend to water it thoroughly and to make sure that it dries between waterings, because otherwise they can sit in water and produce root rot. The seller also recommended to use 60% humidity, as it loves humidity, and to repot the plant every 2 to 3 years, as it grows. Because I have to keep my plant very humid with a humidifier, I have this soil mix that is very fast draining, and it consists mainly of perlite. I remember in a one YouTube video, someone from Plant One on Me visited NSE Tropicals, and NSE Tropicals uses up actually like 50% of perlite. That's a lot of perlite, but the plant needs it in order to get rid of all that water quickly. And so there's no specific mix I would recommend because I'm still testing it out myself, but there's a lot of suggestions out there. They're really good. I also use orchid bark, activated charcoal, cactus sticks, and worm castings. Looking at this plant makes me want to have more, and that's where propagation comes in. I just want to clarify what I mentioned earlier, that the variegation of this plant comes from a genetic mutation found in cells of the and the level of expression of the variegation is determined by the plant itself. This is why growers tend to take cuttings from the most variegated parts of a mother plant in order to increase the likelihood of producing another plant with variegation. Now, there are many types of or different types of propagation methods. The most common one that I constantly hear about is about propagating from a cutting. Finally, I just want to mention that I read that the Philodendron Pink Princes can produce flowers. That was news to me. I had no idea they could produce flowers, and it was really surprising to see that they can be propagated from seeds. I have never seen a Philodendron Pink Princess flowers. So if you know of a plant, a Philodendron Pink Princess plant that has produced a flower, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to see a picture if anyone has a picture of a Philodendron Pink Princess with a flower. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate the support. I apologize for the audio, but I try my best. And if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe to this channel, please do so. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much to everyone, and be safe out there.